She went through it. She's been going through it.
The city, these people, it's all our fault.
It's not your fault, bro.
Tremble before my unlimited power!
Sorry.
No. I'm sure you know your planet best. Yum.
What is this episode? Wagwan people thems. So it is literally an hour before my birthday. My birthday. My birthday. I love this show. I love this show. I love this show. And why I love my channel so much, yeah, is that I can literally go from someone like So Hyang, like, and then jump into a bit of Gabrielle, and then jump into some Demon Slayer, then jump into some This Is Us, then jump into some Prince. Then it's just, I love the eclectic nature of it. So hopefully there's something for everybody out there at some point to watch. Before watching the show on Amazon, I didn't know anything about it, like nothing about it. And it's by far one of the best animations that I've seen. Like, I mean, I do say this a lot, actually. There's a lot of animations that I do like. For example, I really love Arcane. As if I could ever forget Arcane. Arcane is probably one of the best stories that I've seen. Best anime. Like, it was beautiful. Beautifully written. Invincible is different in that it is so gory and brutal. Like it reminds me of like The Boys, like, but like an animated version of The Boys, and even more brutal, obviously. And the fact that, oh my gosh, so we've been waiting since last year. Well, I have anyway. People probably finished it way before me. I've been waiting since last year to find out what the hell's going to happen, because we've had so much to unpack, from Mark having to go and help his dad, who set up some new family camp with, I'm not even going to be disrespectful to her yet, because she seems like a very lovely bug person. Thraxin. She's Thraxin. And then their blue baby, like, they're innocent in it, really. But just being real, if I was Mark and I'd come to a completely different planet and saw my dad lipsing on some what looks like a blue grasshopper, we would have some problems. And then for him to turn around and be like, yo, I got you here under false pretenses. Don't worry about it, but I need your help. And then the worst thing is, you can't even really say no, because the help they need is imminent. Like, so watching all of that unfold, and that huge fight, which left Mark like badly broken, like punctured and all sorts, and his dad with what looked like a broken back. But they left him with a task to finish off what Grace Omniman was meant to do, basically, which I don't know how he's going to do that. I don't even know how he's even going to get back to Earth. I don't know how he's even going to get back to Earth. Then you've got all the stuff with Alan the Alien, and all the stuff that's going on with him, and the betrayal there. And you've also got the invasion from those weird alien things that have taken over. But again, under the radar. There's just a lot going on. Oh, and then you've got the whole timeline shift thing with that black dude from the very beginning of the season, who has never been seen again since. So I'm a little bit like, I'm going to need these episodes to start making some sense to me, because I'm very confused. I'm very, very, very confused. But yeah, let's dive straight in.
If anyone is going to turn this organization
there's a
around,
recap anyway.
it's going to be King Lizard.
If those sequids ever take over,
The
Earth
sequids.
is
That's
next.
it. The
Forgive me,
sequids.
This is your little brother.
I never even.
She went through it. She's been going through it. And yes, him too. What's all that about? The dude punch
Your
hard.
father will be executed. You will assume his mission and
Will he,
prepare the
though?
planet for our rule.
Is it literally where it left off? Oh my god. It literally is where it left off, isn't it? Gosh.
It's the Emperor's other son.
Is he dead?
His chest is moving.
There's some survivors.
We can take you there.
Oh, is she still... Oh, fingers crossed. Because against Endressa... I didn't mean to call her Bug Lady. I take it back.
Mark. Nolan. Where's Nolan?
Took him.
The city, these people, it's all our fault.
It's not your fault, bro.
You saved my life. And your brother's.
Oh,
My dad and I hadn't been here.
he's actually cute, isn't he?
Our culture doesn't assign blame. We only look forward.
I mean, there's a lot to say from that. She just schooled me. Okay. So I'm guessing if their life cycle's short, yeah, their rebuilding must be quite quick as well.
I have good news. We've completed a ship to take you home.
Is that the person that brought in there?
Thanks, but I can't go yet. There's still so much to do. There's tons of heroes on Earth. I'm sure they got it covered.
Behold! The might of omnipotence tremble before my unlimited power!
Sorry.
No. I'm sure you know your planet best.
No.
You've helped enough. It's time you returned home. But there is something else I must ask of you. Take your brother with you.
You're his mom.
Mark, look at me. Look how much older I am than when you first arrived. Everyone he knows here will soon be dead. What mother would abandon him to a life like that?
No, that's
My
not...
time with Nolan was special. But he will know. My life has run its course.
Oh, wow.
Remember me, child. Someday, I hope you'll understand why I had to let you go. Very soon, you'll be all he has. And he will need someone.
Why is this making me emotional? I feel really bad about calling her bug lady now. I'm so sorry, Andressa. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry.
Debbie. Wait, forgot to give you this.
He's chiseled, isn't he? Does Paul like her?
Oh,
Because she was drinking a lot, wasn't she?
Hey, Mom.
Mark! Oh,
Oh.
Jesus, Mark.
Imagine explaining all of that.
I don't even have the words.
I know.
What about Cecil?
We can't.
Put him in like a lab.
There's got to be other options.
He's my brother. And I can't just abandon him.
Oh, you must get it from my side of the family.
Mhm.
We'll figure something out.
Oh, why mom's just so selfless?
But you're changing that diaper.
They're so
before you go anywhere.
selfless. This storyline needs to sort itself out quick.
May I
Very
have a
quick.
minute?
We're a little busy, Donald, if you hadn't noticed.
Speak up, Donald.
Everybody out!
Oh. I didn't expect it to be so immediate.
Okay. You've got my attention.
After Omniman went bad last year, we blew up our surveillance house to stop him. So why don't I remember it?
You were in shock. You got burned pretty bad.
Burned?
Where?
Is that what you call this?
Why would he not tell him this?
What is that?
It's what we did to you. State of the art. It's expensive as hell. When we pulled you out, your brain was intact. The rest of you, not so much.
Cecil, what the hell am I now?
You're you, but better. Alive.
You had no right.
What do you want, Donald? You'd rather be dead?
I knew you were cold, but I never knew you were...
Sirs?
What?
I mean, he's alive.
And that's
I
more
don't know
than
why
enough
they didn't
philosophy
just
for
say
today.
to him, by the way, this is what we've done. Like they did to my man in Teen Titans.
Since when did you start locking the window?
Mark.
You've been gone for 2 months, bro.
I started locking it after that giant bug dressed like a dog showed up. You need to go see the dean, by the way. Something about academic probation.
You said you'd cover for me.
I did, for a while.
Look, I'll tell you all about it, but I need to see Amber first.
Oh, sure, ditch me for your girlfriend, why don't you?
Oh.
And When exactly were you planning to tell me you were back?
I needed to see my mom and my girlfriend first.
We had a deal, Mark. You promised if I put you in the field, you'd follow orders. You don't get to pick and choose when that applies.
Looks like everything here was just fine.
Yeah. Things were just peachy.
I guess they were. It looks like a knockoff
The
Skeletor.
Guardians almost died saving
Like
the
you draw
planet while you were
Skeletor
off
from memory.
gallivanting with Space Bug.
Unbelievable.
A closer listen.
You're angry about me not reporting in? I don't need to. You got cameras in my mom's house.
I'll send a team to pick up Nolan's kid.
You can't.
What are you gonna do? Leave him with your mom?
You're a lab.
He's my brother, not
Yeah.
a science experiment. Call your people off.
They're already on their way.
I'll check in tomorrow.
Oh, I kind of understand what Cecil's saying, but also I hate him.
Coming. Mark. Oh my God, you're back.
Oh, she was nice about it.
I missed you so much.
Mark, this is Bridget, Janny, and Corey.
Hey, dude. Nice to finally meet you.
What happened out there?
There's a lot for you in an envelope.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
And I thought I had a crazy few months.
Really, I want to know everything I missed.
I failed a sociology test that's worth a third of my grade. My grandpa died. I didn't take it too well. You know, people asked where you were. Having to lie about it wasn't awesome.
Thought with my dad gone, he was at least done ruining my life, but...
Hey, he can't change how I feel about you, no matter how many planets he destroys. That's the important thing.
That's a bar. That is a bar. Oh, I'm so glad I gave Amber a second chance. She's so much nicer in this season. That thing is hideous. Sorry. Oh.
Sir? Are you all right, sir?
What is it?
There's
It's a friggin' dream.
something you need to see on our long-range scans, sir.
This is stupid. I can see in the dark.
That assumes you still have your eyes. Time. Logically, if there's a way to mitigate your lost time.
If you get this controlling after one date, there's not gonna be another one.
Oh.
Oh no! Is 8th grade prom canceled? Don't tell me. Ah! Motherfucker!
It's coming from Mars, headed directly for Earth.
It may be unmanned.
Except it's packed to the gills with biomatter.
Ship's coming from Mars, huh? I wonder if there's anyone here with insider knowledge.
Like a Martian?
I am not a human person from Earth like I once told you. Prepare yourselves.
And we know you're a Martian. What, you think we'd let you join the team without figuring that out?
I was born a baby Martian. Far away on the planet Mars. We use sequids as our servants, since they couldn't penetrate our shape-shifting skin, which is something they very much like to do. I hitched a ride to Earth with your space people. And when I got here, I was inspired to do good and met all of you.
Wait a second. What happened to the real astronaut?
Okay, well, given our present situation and that big ship on its way here, a possessed host for the singular and terrifying Sequid hive mind.
He lied to us the whole time.
No, before I was lying. Now I'm telling the truth. It's very different.
That ship cannot be allowed to reach Earth, and Shapesmith is the only source of intelligence we have. We need him. For now.
Let's say for now.
There are millions of Sequids on that ship, maybe hundreds of millions. We won't be
I have an idea.
That's very out of character. Well, not if it's a good idea. If it's a bad idea, then fair enough. But if it's a good idea, that's very out of character. It is showing like a humdrum, basic B life now. Look how happy he is with it. Like Wheel of Fortune or something.
I'm not in the mood, Rex.
And I'm not here to make fun of you. Seriously.
I try to help, and all I do is cause more problems. My parents were right. Who do I think I am?
Having powers isn't easy, but we do our best. You are so far in the black that it's stupid. I checked on that couple you pulled from the river. They're gonna make a full recovery because of you. So dry your tears tell your parents to go shove it up their asses, and get back out there, right?
Wow,
Thanks,
Rex. Impressive.
Now,
for
what do
once.
you want?
Tiny favor to ask that involves a space rocket ship. Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
It's delicious. What are we gonna do with you?
Hey, do you know where Dad's stuff is?
I got rid of most of it. Give it to charity.
What? You could have asked me first.
Well, you were gone for 2 months, and I couldn't live in limbo just waiting for you to come back.
When the Viltrumites were taking Dad away, he told me to read his books. What if he hid something in them, like slid it between the pages?
Mark, I need you to go to space again.
What? I just got back from space.
We need to stop them.
Sure.
And it's serious, and a lot of people could get hurt. So
Just come back safe, okay?
I guess this has got to be like draining for anybody. So I'm not faulting
Invincible.
her.
I didn't
for
know you
going
were
through
joining
it.
us.
Got room for one more?
Eve!
Reunion.
We have ignition. We're supposed to monitor other threats while they're gone.
Oh, sure. Like there's gonna be 2 huge world-shattering emergencies at the same time.
Why would you put your mouth on it? Why would you put your mouth on it?
I'd like to see that, Ray.
Sorry, Sarge. For fuck's sake, Jerry, you scared the shit out of me.
So Jerry.
I know it's not my break, but I missed lunch.
Get your damn snack and get out of.
Oh,
Brutal. I told her the show's brutal.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's those snake people.
You want them to know we're here?
Of course. This just speeds things up a bit.
Listen up. We need more information about the Martian ship.
Ship full of demon jellyfish with super strength. Great.
There must be Martians on board too. The Sequids can't pilot a ship on their own. They may not be enthusiastic to see me.
I imagine not.
Also, they won't hesitate to fire missiles when they spot us coming.
Shapesmith?
Yes, those. Look, those are the missiles I was talking about.
Don't we have shields or something?
This isn't Star Trek. We're unarmed.
This is not Star
To me
Trek.
now!
Oof. Adam Eve. You gotta be
Half
strong for
pepperoni, half
that.
mushroom.
I'm gonna barf. Close your damn eyes.
I'm gonna barf.
Please, calm down. We have enough oxygen for at least 10 minutes.
Oh, she's so sick.
Hello, fellow Martians. Nice to see you all again. I was just on Earth, and
Earth? You're the one. No!
Got it.
They share minds. Now all the Sequids know you're here.
Oh.
New York. Los Angeles. Chicago.
Die fast, assholes! My pizza's getting cold.
He's an idiot, but he's come up with some pretty cool lines.
Humans, you think you could stop us? You cannot. We remember you.
Get them off him! It's the only way!
There's too many!
We need a new plan.
Maybe a plan. Oh,
I
that
disrupted their nervous systems, but they'll be awake again soon.
Oh, shit.
Get close!
Ooh.
I thought these guys were supposed to suck.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
Hey! Oh, remember, whoever dies first pays for pizza!
I feel like, oh my god. Oh my gosh. There's only one left? Oh no. Oh my god.
Oh God, no!
Oh man.
Come on, Eve. You can do this.
Are you crazy?
Can't you hang on for 5 minutes? I thought these guys were terrible as well. Oh.
Hey, idiot! She doesn't stay small.
Yum.
What is this episode? Oh my gosh. This guy is just... He's crushed them and eaten one of them. Well, at least that's something. Oh my god.
So brave. But is it the brave man who survives? Or is it the one who waits?
Just do it, you
You got this!
Can't hold it!
No, 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 no!
Oh, Rex, Ross, even. Oh dear. What?
I'm not dead.
No, what?
I was pretty sure I was dead.
Us too?
Felt like I was dead. This is crap. Oh, I broke it. I broke it! Oh, this thing. I bet this is expensive. Oh god.
It's expensive. Huh. Look at the different colour. And hencher as well.
Look at that.
I'm afraid I owe you an apology. When we brought you here after the Viltrumite attack, I turned off your life support machine.
Yes, he did.
And left you to fend for yourself.
If I even see another Viltrumite, I'm gonna...
I am the only Viltrumite to ever rebel against the Empire.
What?
Alan, I need you to go back to Earth and bring Invincible here.
You know what's absolutely crazy? I said at the start of this episode, I was like, I'm going to need things to start making some sense, because I'm like, I don't feel as though there's any sense of, I don't know how these storylines like interlink, how they're related, nothing. I don't get it. I think the only thing that they've not touched on is the dude at the beginning, where the timeline was that Nolan and Mark had basically taken over. You know, he beat down Eve and all that stuff. That's the only bit that still doesn't really make sense to me as to where that is, because and the twins, the two grey twins as well. Like, you know, where are they in that? But this, there was a lot to unpack there. So Kate and Ray are done. And the thing is, they weren't necessarily like the biggest of characters in terms of like Rex, for example. He's definitely done into a lot more that makes him like a bigger character in my book. Same with like Russ the robot, and maybe even months ago, really. But I think because they've been there for a while, like I'm just used to them being there. I wasn't really expecting them to meet the demise, and not through that team either, because like when they were fighting before, I'm pretty certain in their very, I mean, he was the guy that came in and he did shoot that person for the head, but the ones that they were like entangled with, like they looked pretty like rubbish in their very vintage costumes. So I'm surprised that they are as formidable as they clearly are. Wasn't expecting that, but to be fair, even when that green lady came through, she disemboweled one of them and like literally, you know, got rid of the other. So I don't know. Oh, okay. So yeah, that was pretty shocking. Like I really wasn't expecting that, and I really wasn't expecting the way in which they went either. So the fact that like he literally hammered Kate to pieces, and then Ray obviously did what she did with the eye thing with that other guy, and then went to do something similar with him, and then it was like, oh, then she couldn't get out. So did he use like a snake boa constrictory type of situation and like constrict her, and then just and then he had that blood bubble. So gross. It's so gross. It's what I mean by the show being so brutal. It's so brutal. So at least now I can understand it's the sequids and that alien guy. Because I kept being like, obviously you're not real. Like it's so obvious that you're not an Earth person. An Earth person. A human. I think this is getting into my head. Obviously not human. So I was like, how is it they don't know? But they did know. Or at least some of them did know. So he's left Mars, took over the body of the guy that he is, and then that allowed one of the Sequids to kind of, I guess, jump in and take over his body, right? I don't understand this one they're not taking up. Well, they can't penetrate the Martian, so I'm guessing they've taken him as a host. But then why would the Martians be running this ship? I don't understand that. And they were running from him. But they can't pierce a Martian's skin, can they? So I don't really. Maybe I've missed something there, and someone can help me understand that. I'm really over this name Dylan, Donald, the CSI agent that's been made into Terminator. Listen, bro, like the kind of work you do, yeah. Is it really that far fetched? That seeing your brain and your brain only, that Cecil was like, do you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna plant you in some titanium and let you carry on with your job. You've got stuff to do tomorrow. Like it's not even surprising. The only thing that I think is weird is that you didn't tell him about it. I don't understand that. Why would you not just tell him? Like it's not. Like I don't understand that. Like you would just tell him. Like the guy from Teen Titans, he had to be saved, and yeah, he didn't forgive his dad for ages, but then he eventually did because he's like, well, you saved me from not being here, and for all intents and purposes, you wouldn't really know a difference. Yeah, I mean, who's going around stabbing up the hand? No one's doing that. Do you know what I mean? No one's peeling back the forearm to be like, oh, let me look at the wires and am I C3PO underneath? No one's doing that. So I feel like if you can just make peace with the fact that he survived, then it still is him. Depending on if it is him, because I wouldn't put it past Cecil to be like, this has worked pretty well, and actually you're a pretty good worker. Let's clone this brain a couple times, so the next time this one gets blown up in the field, we've got another one to kind of just slot into place. So that's something to consider. Very impressed with Amber and how she has, received Mark after all this time, even considering the fact that she's clearly been going through it, like the fact that she lost her grandfather, had to do it on her own, failed some of us. Because, I can hear people being like, oh, boo-hoo, you failed a college exam. Do you know what I mean? Man's got to go to a different planet, yeah, defend himself against people that literally want to rip his eyeballs from his toes. Like, but then it's all relative, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Because she can't go and do that. Like, and I'm sure she could go and do that. She would go and help him. What's important in her world is still important. And he loves her. And she loves him, so therefore these things are important too. So, I kind of rate him for being empathetic enough to be like, they needed me and I wasn't here, So, yeah, I feel that for him. I really rate Mark's mum to be like, yeah, bring the baby come. Like, it must have taken watching Mark with the baby to really, just put things into perspective. And it's like, this isn't his fault. It's also not the baby's fault. This is down to Nolan. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? So I kind of rate that. And the fact that Alan has survived. So the Viltrumite, that old dude was actually a Viltrumite all along that rebelled. And he was like, if he's to stand any chance, he needs to go into fight or flight mode, where he could have gone into flight mode and been deceased, but he managed to bulk up, turn a different colour. It looks a different colour than the orange he was before, unless that's just the lighting maybe. And he's now saying to bring Mark to wherever they are. I also don't understand as to what's happening in terms of, because Mark, obviously he's got the baby, he's revisited with Cecil and his mum and Amber and ever, but I've seen no enactment of the task, the mission that he was told to continue in his father's like demise, in light of his father's demise. So yeah, what's happening with that? Are they just giving him a bit of a breather? Because the Viltrumites don't really seem like breathing type of people. So would they not already have been there, being like, didn't you see that we put a hole in you and we broke your dad's back? What you doing? You waiting for? So I don't know what's happening with that either. I guess the last thing really is just, I guess they needed the heroes that went out into space. They needed to go out there to do something, but I just feel as though there was never. I guess what else could there possibly? I don't know. I just felt like there wasn't really a plan, and then they were overwhelmed. But it's like, well, you were always going to be overwhelmed because the guy said there's potentially millions, like hundreds of millions or millions of people, sequids on that thing. So wasn't it always going to be an inevitability that you were going to get overrun? So I don't know, but yeah, man, that was a good episode. That was a good return, considering there was so much that happened. I feel like they touched on so many things. And Dresser, like, I can't believe that. Like, I started off being just like, I would have been kissing up this blue, and then seeing her all old and like having to give her baby away, and you know, being so humble about like life and how almost not transactional, because it's not transactional, there was still value in their life, but just how short it was, and therefore, you know, how they don't assign blame and they only look forward. Like, we can all stand to learn a lot from a Thraxan. That is a pretty sick way and sick mentality to be. Yeah, okay, wicked. I'm happy with that. Very, very, very happy with that. But yeah, for now, thank you so much for watching with me. If you did, if you do want to watch the full reaction, then all of it will be uploaded to Patreon, as well as the other episodes that are there as well. But I will endeavour to get this edited for YouTube as soon as I can. For now, yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.